M&J Audio Theater presents Chet Chetter's Tales from the Morgue.
Hello there. Never mind the water, just come right in. Wade on through and have a seat. My name is Chet Chetter. I am the morgue attendant and licensed embalmer. Unfortunately, I'm not a plumber. You see, our old rusty pipes just gave out on us last night, so the floor is full of water. It looks like the rats could not adapt to their marine-like environment. Many of them have drowned, you know. Now, a story to tell, yes. Oh, it looks like one learned to swim. Survival of the fittest, you know. Yes, now, where was I? Ah, yes. We're returning to Biloxi today. Mr. Elmer Corn, that manure-hauling adventurer, is out in his backyard, feeding the pigs.
All right. Now look here. Don't chew off each other's ears. There's plenty of rotten tomatoes for all of you. And gum. Look here now. Don't waller in that. You eat that. I sworn to goodness. They say pigs is the cleanest animals around, and I bound you they never seen the likes of you. And gum, that whirly bird sounds close. Huh. Ain't hardly be no closer. It's landing in my pasture. Look at the suits on the fellas coming out of that thing. Huh. Dressed to the nines. Shiny brand new leather shoes. That tall one just stepped in a fresh cow patty, too. Howdy, fellers.
Hello.
Did you lose your way?
Well, if intelligence is correct, this should be the home of Elmer Corn.
Intelligence? Well, sir, you got it right. You found it. Did I win something?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Corn. I represent the state of Otto J. Williamsburg.
Huh.
Perhaps you've heard of the name.
Otto Williamsburg. Dogs, ain't that multi-billionaire what bought that Florida amusement park wacky land and then just closed her down like a month later saying he was bored with it?
Yes, Mr. Corn, you're correct. You see,
And I heard his wife took half his fortune in a divorce suit. Dadgum, what a chump.
Please do not interrupt me, Mr. Corn.
Sorry.
The reason why I'm here is because Mr. Williamsburg wants to meet with you.
With me? Jiminy, why in the world...
I'm not at liberty to discuss the details with you, Mr. Corn,
Oh.
but Mr. Williamsburg has a proposition for you, one that could make you a very rich man. It will all be explained to you when we arrive at the estate.
Oh.
Are you ready to go?
Well, sir, I ain't one for taking off with a bunch of strangers, but, well, dog, if you ain't got my curiosity roused. And I always wanted to take a ride in a helicopter. Okay, sir, I'll do it. Let me go dust off some of this dirt and splash a little cologne on my face, and then we'll go. Let's try to get back before the wrestling match is on TV, though, if we can.
Welcome to the Williamsburg estate, Mr. Corn.
Thank you.
I trust your flight was uneventful.
Oh, it was dandy fine, sir. My stomach took a little turn when we took off, but I managed to keep things down.
Yes, quite. This way, Mr. Corn. Oh, okay. Sir Williamsburg is in the activity room.
I hear gunshots. I didn't come at a bad time, did I?
Oh, no. It is a shooting gallery, Mr. Corn. Sir enjoys a practice session before noontime tea.
Oh, I see.
Begging your pardon, sir, your guest, Mr. Elmer Corn, has arrived.
Mercy's sake.
Bullseye. Yeah. Mr. Corn.
Howdy.
We meet at last. Come in.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that'll be all for now, Jarvis.
Very good, sir. And might I say, terrific shooting today, sir.
Yowza sakes, what a game room. I tell you, this sure beats to death that old rickety pool table we got down at the city hall.
Yes. Well, would you believe I'm bored of all this, Mr. Corn? I search for entertainment. And what do I find?
Well,
Television. Bah.
Oh, damn, coming.
Motion pictures. Wallowing in sexual excess.
Lord of mercy.
I seek a human adventure, Mr. Corn.
Oh.
One with real life experiences. But I am too old.
Now, that ain't it necessary. Good Lord. What in the world are you shooting at?
Ancient pottery vases from the Ming Dynasty, I believe.
Jiminy.
Mr. Corn, you wonder why I've asked you here.
Well, yes, sir. I suspect it wasn't just to show off your shooting skills to me, was it?
Yes, that is right, Mr. Corn. There is more to it than that. Very amusing, though. I enjoy reading small-town publications, Mr. Corn.
Uh-huh.
I came across an article in your Biloxi Gazette recently.
Oh, sakes alive. You read about the mole rats, didn't you?
Oh, yes. Oh, you are quite the hero, Mr. Corn.
Well...
The peaceful village of Biloxi is overrun by giant mole rats.
Yeah.
Elmer Corn rallies forth to rid the town of its plague.
Those were mutant mole rats, too.
You are a brave man, Mr. Corn. A man that rises to the occasion when trouble is at hand, which is exactly why I have chosen you.
Uh-oh. Chosen me for what?
To find something. Something I have spent my youth and millions of dollars to search for.
Which is?
The Book of Absolute Truth.
Book of Absolute Truth, you say?
Yes. It is a book or a scroll or perhaps a tablet.
Uh-huh.
But I believe it exists, Mr. Corn. It contains the answers to all of the questions man has asked in the past and will ever ask in the future.
Oh, I get you. Like would it tell how they make styrofoam and how they put the cheese in them cans?
No. I'm talking about secrets of the universe, Mr. Corn. The answers to the mysteries of life.
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered what happens after you die?
Well, yes, sir. I try not to dwell on it, though.
The answer would be in the Book of Absolute Truth.
Huh. Well, who you reckon wrote such a thing?
Legend has it, the author is God.
Oh, I almost figured that out myself. Listen, sir, Mr. Williamsburg, despite what the Biloxi Gazette says, I ain't no Arizona Jones. You scrape away all the hometown hero junk and you just got a manure hauler from Biloxi.
I would go myself, Mr. Corn, but you see, these feeble legs of mine barely carry me across the hallway. If you would retrieve the book for me, I will pay you $250,000.
Oh.
That is, even if you do not succeed. Sound reasonable?
Oh, boy. $250,000. I could pay off my mortgage. Have a little bit left over.
I would imagine you would have quite a bit left over, Mr. Corn. You'd be a fool to pass up this offer.
Yeah, I guess I'd kick myself if I didn't do it. I guess when you hold that hefty chunk of change over my head like that, Mr. Williamsburg, I can't say nothing but, okay.
Excellent. Your plane leaves at 5 tomorrow morning, Mr. Corn. It will drop you off in a small country near India called Kashtar. I believe I have traced the book to this location. You will find an old cafe called Idea. The manager's name is Ahmed. He will give you the leads to go on. Have a safe journey, Mr. Corn, and may you find adventure.
So, this is Kashtar. Well, it's a busy little community. I wonder what this sign nailed up to this tree says. Beware outsider. Asha is watching you. Cursed be those who anger him. Huh. I guess this Asha fella is the local sheriff. Hey, there's what I'm looking for. Cafe Idiot. Supposed to ask for a fella named Ahmed. Now keep that in mind. Ahmed. Well, it's a hopping little journey. Huh. I might order me up a drink while I'm here. I've always wanted to try one of them zombies.
Hey, you!
Huh?
You with the pale face!
Me?
What's the matter? Are you lost or something?
No, sir. I just come here to...
Why you come here? You come to get nice tattoo, pale face.
No,
you
sir.
want I take this knife and carve your name on your chest?
Whoa, Nellie, no. No, sir, I'm a bleeder.
I want it quiet in here.
Don't stop things on my account. I just...
Look who come in to join party. Pale one say he no want I give him tattoo.
No, sir.
It is no good to give me offense, Pale one.
Well,
Sabu offend me one time. Tell him what happened, Sabu. Oh, I forget. Sabu no longer can talk since he lose his tongue to my knife.
Now, look, sir, I don't want to scuffle with you. Jiminy!
I would be leaving this man alone, big and stupid one, or the next bullet will be penetrating your head most severely.
All right, I will leave. But we may meet again, Pale One. And you will not be so lucky next time, eh?
Lord, if you ain't heaven sent, sir. Thanks. Much obliged.
Oh, no.
Whew. That man was going to cut notches in me with that butcher knife.
Oh, fool. He was only trying to frighten you.
He succeeded.
I am Ahmed, at your service, my friend.
Ahmed. Well, please meet your acquaintance, Ahmed.
I'm Elmer Corn, yes.
Oh.
Mr. Williamsburg informed me that you will be arriving today.
I see.
You are seeking the Book of Absolute Truth, right?
Well, yes, sir, he is. I'm sent to look for it for him. But just between me and you and the lamppost, I'm not so sure this book exists.
Oh, yes, the book does exist, my friend. And there are many dangers in finding it. You see, Aja, the god of truth, looks over the book. He guards it well. Many have searched for the book, but none have lived to speak of it.
Lord.
Only the hermit knows where the book exists.
Hermit.
You must ask him. He lives at the bottom of Canyon of Death. And you must be careful, my friend, because the pygmies live at the bottom of the canyon as well.
Pygmies?
And they have a taste for human flesh. Pale humans are a delicacy, you see.
Oh, my goodness. I never thought I'd ask this question. Can you point me the way to the Canyon of Death?
The Book of Absolute Truth. Yes, the hermit knows where the book resides. And the hermit will tell you, yes.
Good.
But you must swear an oath of secrecy, my friend. Tell anyone what I tell you now, and Asha will punish you with slow, torturous death. Your blood will boil, your brains will melt, your eyes will burst.
Okay, all right. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Lord, mister, you're making me sick. Where's that?
The book is located in the Cave of 1,000 Terrors. Certain death awaits he whose spirit is not pure. In order to find the cave, you must go to the...
Mercy sakes alive. The spear caught him right in the chest. Wonder where that... Oh, Lord. These little fellers. I bet you them there pygmies. All right, Elmer, you can talk your way out of this. Howdy there, fellers. I like that there fishing net you got. Got one like that myself over in Biloxi. Use it in Miller's Pond to catch shad. Now, listen up here. Y'all don't want to eat me. This old Biloxi hide is tougher than a wild turkey. No, don't go there. No. Come on now, fellas. Get this net off of me. Get it off me now. What are you going to do to me? Oh, Lord. Well, this is a fine how-do-you-do. Yesterday, about this time, I was slopping hogs, and now I'm hanging by a rope over a boiling pot of water. Well, life does have its twists and turns. Say, fellers, listen here. Y'all promise not to dunk me in that stew pot, and I'll go kill you a nice big old tiger. Heck, I'll even slaughter the dang thing and chicken fry you some steaks. How's that sound? Huh? Well, that was wasted breath.
Quiet! Quiet here! Stop those drums!
Well, we meet again, Pale One? You're that fella from the bar. Howdy.
Where's your friend to save you now, Pale One? How you like now? I take my knife and carve your name on your chest, eh? Or maybe you like better. I cut this rope that you are hanging by, and you fall into hot water. You not be so pale then, would you, Pale One?
Oh, I'd sure druther you didn't do that. Hey, it's Ahmed. Howdy, Ahmed. Greetings, Elmer, my friend. I see you are playing with the pygmies. Yes, but playtime is over. Now then, you cut my friend down, or I fire at you with the fire stick of Asha.
The pygmies will ignore your threats, Ahmed. They answer only to me.
I am thinking you are wrong. The fire stick has a louder voice than you do, my friend. Jiminy! Lord. Yes, now you are reacting appropriately.
I ain't used to such a thing.
Now take my friend down. Make sure that he is unharmed.
Easy, boy. Don't drop me in that stew pot.
You are feeling all right, my friend?
Yeah. Some jumbled nerves and some rope burns on my wrists. Looks like that's two I owe you. The day will come, Ahmed, when you and I will come to blows.
Yes, that day will come, stupid one. But until then, go find someone else to play, or I will ventilate you with a fire stick. Now then, Mr. Corn, you found the location of the Book of Absolute Truth?
Yes, sir. The hermit told me it was in this place called the Cave of 1,000 Terrors. But just as he's about to tell me where it's at, he got a spear in the chest.
Oh, the cave. Yes.
Well, you are being very lucky today, my friend. I know the location of the cave. Climb up on my horse. I will take you there now. Although, I must tell you, it is just a name. There are no more than a few hundred terrors in the cave. Let us go.
Well, all right. I see we're going to ride bareback, huh? We haven't done that in a while. I'll tell you truthful, though. I ain't very good at handling no more than a couple of terrors.
You are amusing me greatly, Mr. Corn. Hiya!
Dadgum. So this is a cave of 1,000 terrors. Huh. I sure wish Ahmed had come in here with me. It'd be nice to have someone to hide behind when them terrors start to crank up. But he said I had to come in here on my own. Whew. You know, it's been 15 minutes and I hadn't seen a single terror yet. It's kind of disappointing so far. I guess this cave will lead to the book.
Stand still, mortal, and listen close to what I have to say.
Oh, where's that verse coming from?
You humans are so stupid. I am Asha, and I am omnipresent.
Asha.
You have come in search of the book.
Yeah.
And in order to retrieve it, you must confront 2 life-threatening terrors.
2? I thought this was the cave of 1,000 terrors.
If you would rather confront 1,000 terrors, I can arrange it.
Oh, no, sir. 2's fine. That's more than enough. It's bountiful.
Then shut up and listen to what I have to say, or I will destroy you now. First, you will confront a pack of rabid monkeys. Then, if you are still alive, you will find the piranha pool. Should you be smart enough to make it across these obstacles, the book will be yours, and you will be burdened with the task of escaping this cave. A task that I will see that you will not complete.
Oh, well, sir, There's a door opening up on the side of the cave. It's... Lord, monkeys. Foaming at the mouth. Oh, I ain't studying about getting no rabies. Oh, good Lord, they're coming after me. I gotta get out of here. Oh, dadgummit. I'm at the edge of some sort of pit. It's got water in it. Oh, sakes, that must be them piranhas. I gotta get across that pit somehow. There's a vine hanging from a branch. Oh, I hope it holds my weight. I gotta swing across this thing. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna cross my chest. All right. Please, Lord. Woo-hoo! I made it across. Cleared them 2 terrors in seconds flat. And there's a book over there on that big stone pedestal. I bet you that's it. Yes, sir, it says right there on the cover. The Book of Absolute Truth. Well, I'd kind of like to thumb through this. But I guess I better get out of here. This book don't look very old. Well, let's see. I just swing back over that piranha pit, take a run and dash past those monkeys, and get out of here. That's all there is to it. I'll just put this book in my pocket. All right. I swung over her once, I can do it again. Dadgummit it! Lord of mercy! The rope broke! I'm in a pool of meaty fish! Dadgum! Somebody help me!
Mr. Corn,
Man,
I will push one of the monkeys into the pool. It should attract the
all
fish.
right, do it!
I push the monkey in now.
It's working, Ahmed. The piranhas are going to the monkey.
Yes. Grab my hand, my friend. I pull you out now.
You got it.
There you go.
All right. Oh,
There you come.
oh, thanks, Ahmed.
Yes.
Third time you saved my life.
Yes.
I'm going to share some of that $250,000 with you.
No. You will get not one red cent, Mr. Corn.
Mr. Williamsburg, what the heck are you doing here?
Well,
Look, I found the book.
the book. Give me that worthless thing.
What are you ripping it up for? Don't rip it up. Have you gone out crazy?
The book has blank pages, my friend. I fear that you have been cruelly deceived.
My movie has been ruined. I told you not to interfere when he entered the cave, Ahmed.
What the heck is he talking about?
This is all being a game, Mr. Corn.
Huh?
The Book of Absolute Truth does not exist.
What? You mean that mean feller in the bar and the hermit and them pygmies?
They all work for Sir Williamsburg, Mr. Corn. This country belongs to him as well. And I fear that I work for him.
Well, you do not anymore, Ahmed. You can begin looking for a new job immediately. Everything has been ruined. I'll tell you the truth, Mr. Corn. Cameras have been spread throughout this country. They are hidden and they have been videotaping your every move. You were to live the adventure that I wish I could live myself. I told you how much I despise television and movies. But this was real, and it was going perfectly until Ahmed ruined it.
You informed me there would be no real dangers, Mr. Williamsburg. The piranha, the monkeys, they were real, they were genuine. He almost died.
How can you have a real adventure without real dangers? And yes, perhaps death. Were you to have survived, Mr. Corn, I would have paid you the amount we agreed upon. But as it stands, you get nothing.
I'm a 14-karat gold sucker. I was a little suspicious when that Absolute Truth book was in paperback. And that Asha feller talking to me, that was just you on a speaker, wasn't it?
Yes, but I have an idea. This adventure does not have to end this way. The cameras are still rolling. I could have the ending that I wished for.
What?
Get back into the pool, Mr. Corn.
What is it?
Fight for your life against the piranhas.
Mr. Williamsburg.
I will pay you if you survive.
Well, what are you doing? Don't shove me. Mr. You ain't shoving me back into that meat-eating fish pool.
Get in there.
Mr. Williamsburg, watch out. Those rocks are loose. You're going to fall into the pool.
Oh, I'm slippery. Oh!
My goodness. He fell in. Grab my hand, Mr. Williamsburg.
Too late.
Grab my hand.
Too late, Mr. Corn. You cannot save him now. Don't fall in yourself. Come back here.
Oh, I wanted to punch his teeth in, but I didn't want him to get ate up by piranha.
He was a lost case, Mr. Corn. Some people get a lot of money, they go crazy.
You ain't fooling. The only thing I got out of this is a story to tell the folks down in Biloxi.
Yes.
And hell, they ain't gonna swallow it.
Well, come with me to the Idiot Cafe, Mr. Corn. We will drink many zombies and talk about good times.
Oh, heck, I'm all for it. Watch out for the rabid monkeys.
Well, that was our story for today. I'm in a bit of a spot here. I certainly know what it's like to be caught in a pool of water myself. Our busted pipes have gotten out of control. The water's almost up to the ceiling now. You may want to leave and return later when we have this watery mess cleared up. Until next time, a pleasant
You have just heard Chet Chetter's Tales from the Morgue. Today's installment, Elmer and the Book of Absolute Truth. The names and characters portrayed in this production are fictitious. Any similarities to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. A production by M&J Audio Theater. M&J Audio Theater presents Chet Chetter's Tales from the Morgue.
Well, now. Come in, my friend. It's so nice of you to drop in. Yes. Have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. I am Chet Chetter, the morgue attendant and resident storyteller. Oh, I'm so glad you came by. Today, we return to the small, peaceful town of Biloxi. It seems that there was this old abandoned house on the corner of Main Street. Well, there was some talk of this house being haunted, mostly children with overactive imaginations. However, on this particular Wednesday afternoon, a very distinct moaning sound emitted from the derelict structure. Well, the citizens who lived nearby this old house were quite unnerved by the sound. The Biloxi Police Department was flooded with calls that day.
Hello. Biloxi Police Department, Sheriff McElroy speaking. Oh, howdy, Miss Pluckett. What can I do you for? Huh? Well, you say you hear strange noises coming from the old Thornton house? We got us another one, Chester. Yes, ma'am? Well, now, Miss Pluckett, it's probably just a couple of alley cats in the heat. Yes, ma'am. I know it sounds horrible, but they get that way when they, Yes, sir. Well, now, if they don't stop in the next 30 minutes, I'll send a deputy down to go check it out, all right? Okay. You do the same. Thank you kindly, ma'am.
You want me to go down to that house and check it out, Sheriff?
Shoot, no. Ain't worth the gas, go down there. Take the phone off the hook and hand me a donut.
All right, sir.
Well, the noise from the house persisted, and it sounded nothing like a cat. It was quite unmistakably human. It was about midnight when Mr. Elmer Corn, a well-known resident of Biloxi, was awakened from sleep.
Huh? Oh, where's the fire? Huh? Damn, it's 5 minutes to midnight. Who in the world could that be at this ungodly hour? Huh? All right. Don't worry out the doorbell. I'm coming.
Oh, Elmer, I'm so glad to see you.
Oh, well, howdy, Miss Maddox. Did you come to bury some toilet paper?
No, I didn't, Elmer, but I could really use your help, though.
Well, anything at all, Miss Maddox. Come on in.
Oh, thank you, Elmer.
Shoot, it must be important for you to be up this late. You're usually in bed after Mr. Carson's monologue, ain't you?
Well, I am usually, but, Elmer, I'm just at the end of my rope,
Yeah.
and all my neighbors are, too.
Oh, heck, you're shaking like a hairless dog in a snowstorm. Here, sit down, Miss Maddox.
Thank you.
What's the matter with you?
Well, you know that old house on the corner of Main Street?
The old Thornton house?
Yeah, that's it, Elmer. Well, there's awful, horrible, terrible noises coming from that house.
Oh. Well, there could be a couple of old cats.
It ain't no cat, Elmer. It's human, sure as I am alive. Human. Just like a man in pain.
Well, did you try calling the police?
Oh, those police are just busy stuffing donuts into their big fat faces.
I know what you mean.
Elmer, would you go down to that house and check it out for me, would you?
Well, Miss Maddox, you see, I got a manure haul at 6 in the morning.
But, Elmer...
I need my sleep. Could I do it tomorrow afternoon?
Elmer, this just can't wait. I live just 2 blocks down from that house, and you just gotta see what it is now.
Well, all right, Miss Maddox, okay. I'll go call up Cecil Farris. He's got one of them high-beam flashlights, and we'll go down there and check it out for you.
Oh, thank you very much, Elmer. I just couldn't get a wink of sleep with all of that noise going on.
Dadgum. Boy, this old house is a musty place.
I ought to have my head examined for letting you drag me in here, Elmer.
Well, I ought to have my head examined for asking you. I should have known you'd start belly aching about it.
Wake me up at 1:15 midnight to come prowl around in some haunted house?
Well, you got the big high-beam flashlight.
That ain't the reason, Elmer. You just didn't want to come in here by yourself.
Oh, hush up, Cecil, and hold that light steady.
All right.
Dadgum. Ain't nothing in this old house but a bunch of cobwebs. It's all that talk of this place being haunted that's got everyone so worked up.
It is haunted. Charlie Thornton killed his wife in this house. Then he turned the gun on himself.
Well, Charlie Thornton wasn't all there, Cecil. Heck, the man used to talk to his shadow, you know that.
Yeah.
Besides, it's all in the past now.
Well, Bernie Edwards said he saw the ghost of Mr. Thornton in the window up there.
Yeah, well, Bernie sees a lot of things after a six-pack or two. Well, I don't see nothing in here. Well, let's go check the kitchen and then we'll... Whoa. Good Lord. What the heck was that?
It's the ghost of Charlie Thornton, Elmer.
It ain't no such thing, Cecil. It sounded like it come from the fireplace. Here, shine your light over there.
All right.
Take the light away! Leave me in my misery! Leave me in the darkness!
Dadgummit, Elmer. Looks like somebody covered in an old sheet.
Yeah. What's the matter, mister? You in some sort of pain?
The pain! The eternal pain! I can endure it no more! The burden is too great! Relieve me of my task, O spirits of the netherworld! Set me free from my never-ending destiny!
Let's leave this feller alone, Elmer.
You just stand there with that light and hush up, Cecil. Come here just a second, mister. We ain't gonna hurt you, I promise. You from out of state? Maybe some relation to the late Mr. Thornton?
No. I am death.
Dadgum.
Could you run that past me just one more time, mister?
I am the Reaper.
You mean the Grim Reaper?
I never liked the grim part. But it is grim, isn't it?
Dadgummit, there's nothing underneath that sheet. There's no face, there's no hands, nothing.
Oh, settle down, Cecil. He's probably just dark complected.
No, your friend speaks the truth. I have no form or shape. I am like a foul wind. The cloth gives the illusion of shape. I thought if I took the shape and voice of a living man and took shelter in this dwelling, I could escape the spirits of the netherworld, but they'll find me. I am cursed for eternity.
You mean to say when a feller dies, they meet up with you?
Yes, I show them the way to the beyond.
Dang it, this is too much for me.
Hush, Cecil. Well, sir, you show people to the hereafter. That don't sound like such a bad job.
Not bad. Not bad. Perhaps not for those who have lived a long and fruitful life. But what of the young? Those whose lives have been extinguished by hunger or disease? I must take them away before they have had a chance to live. The burden is too great.
Well, you poor feller. And you say these spirits of the netherworld gave you this job?
I was created in the netherworld by the spirits of that region. I wish to be free of this horrible task.
Well, sir, I think everybody needs a vacation from their job now and then.
What in the world are you saying, Elmer?
Well, I mean, heck, this man's plumb tuckered out. And shoot, I mean, It must be a high-pressure job, you know. I mean, can you imagine how many people die every day?
Oh, it is an extraordinary amount, I assure you.
Well, I'd imagine so. So why don't you just go incognito for a couple of days? Could be all you need is a little break to collect your thoughts.
Well, I don't know.
Well, sir, I know. You just won't be dead for a couple of days, all right? You say these spirits of the netherworld are looking for you? Well, it's liable to be a couple of days before they find you. And until that time, you'll just be a regular feller. Mr. D, how's that?
Mr. D?
Yes, sir, Mr. D. I tell you what you do. Now, me and Cecil are about to go over to Miss Maddox's house. She's this sweet old widow woman that lives down the street from us. And we'll go up to her and we'll say, "Hello, Miss Maddox, this here's Mr. D. He's a stranger in town, gonna stay a couple of days." And you know what she'll do? She'll whip you up the finest, biggest meal you ever ate in your life. Sweet potato pie, dumplings, chicken. You'll stuff yourself till you can't breathe.
But I do not eat.
Well, you talk, don't you? Miss Maddox will talk your ear off. Some good conversation, that's what you need. So why don't you do that? Next morning, tomorrow, 7:30, me, you, and Cecil go over to Miss Maddox's house, and we'll just have us a good old time. What do you think?
Well, I suppose I could do that.
Well, I just flat dab insist, sir. Until then, you come over to my house, and you're gonna stay the night there, and I don't want no argument.
Yes, if you insist, Mr. Corn. Thank you.
Oh, I don't recall telling you my last name.
You want another piece of pie, Elmer?
Ho, Nellie, no, Miss Maddox. If I was to try to stuff in another piece, I'd bust a seam. It was a dandy meal, though.
I have another piece, Miss Maddox.
All righty there, Cecil.
Still trying to fill up that hollow leg, huh, Cecil?
I got a weakness for sweet potato pie.
What you got a weakness for is desserts. If the whole meal consisted of sweet tater pie, that'd be fine with you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Elmer, yeah.
Oh, boy, I'm packed. I might have to pop me a butt.
Me too.
Say, you haven't eaten a thing on your plate, Mr. D. Do you not like dumplings?
Yes, it looks delicious, madam. I am not hungry, thank you.
Say, can I have that hunk of pie then?
Cecil, watch your manners.
Well, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
What kind of work do you do, Mr. D?
Well, madam, that is hard to say.
Mr. D is a travel agent of sorts, Miss Maddie.
Oh, that must be exciting.
No, madam, it is not. It is excruciating. The pain, the misery is overwhelming.
What could be so bad about it?
Oh.
It's just the traveling getting to him a little, Miss Maddox. That's why he's down here. He's on vacation, gonna try to rest up a bit.
Well, Biloxi is definitely the place to do it. You just have yourself a good old time, Mr. D.
Thank you, madam. I will try to do that. In fact, I may quit my job soon.
You're gonna do what?
Dadgum Jiminy Christmas. You hear that? Sound like a car wreck outside.
Merciful heavens!
Sounded pretty bad to me.
Hey, look outside. It is a wreck. Lester Pluckett run his car into a persimmon tree. Dadgum, and he's walking up this way, too. Let's go see about him, Cecil.
All right, Elmer.
Lord have mercy, Lester. You okay? Heck, your car's on fire.
Yeah. I swerved to miss an armadillo and my car hit that danged old tree over there.
Heck, your head's busted wide open, Lester. You okay?
Yeah, I feel a little dizzy, but I don't feel no pain.
I can see your brain, Lester.
Cecil, what a thing to say.
Well, look at his head. You can see his brain clear as day.
Oh, no. My car is wrecked. my wife is gonna skin me alive.
Well, shoot far, Lester. You can worry about that later. We gotta get you to Doc Stone right away.
Oh, come on, Elmer. Is it really necessary?
You're a bleeding like a stuck pig. Of course it's necessary. Don't argue with me, Lester. Get in my truck.
Okay.
Mr. Corn?
Yes, sir?
Do you mind if I come along?
Not at all, Mr. D. Come along. Come on, Lester. Get in my truck right now.
All right.
Alrighty, Lester.
Yeah.
Open up real wide and say I for me.
Old Dr. Stone is getting up in years, ain't he, Elmer?
Well, yeah, he's up in his 80s. Hush up. I want to see what he says about Lester.
Alrighty. That's good, Les.
Yeah.
Tell me, how bad does your head hurt?
Well, it don't hurt at all.
Wait just a minute. Excuse me, Doc.
Alrighty.
Les, your head's busted open like a melon.
Well,
You're telling me you don't feel no pain?
Not a twitch. I feel a little bit sleepy, though.
Ain't that his brain exposed, Dr. Stone?
Well, I'm going to manage his head, Cecil. Sit tight, Lester.
Okay.
I'll fix you up in a minute. I want to talk to Elmer for a second.
Is old Lester gonna be okay, Dr. Stone?
Well, that's kind of hard to say, Elmer. He ain't complaining of no pain, but according to my instruments, he ought not feel nothing at all.
Huh?
What I'm saying is, he ain't got no temp, or blood pressure, or he ain't got no pulse.
Yeah.
His skin's at room temperature, and his eyes are dilated.
Huh. Sounds like a dead man.
Yeah, it does to me, too. I don't want to upset Lester. That's why I wanted to talk to you first about it.
Yeah.
Never seen nothing like it. Not short of a horror movie.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll go patch him up. About all I can do at this point.
Well, okay, Doc. I'll see you later. Huh. Did you hear that, Mr. D?
Yes, Mr. Corn, I did. Mr. Pluckett has damaged his body beyond repair.
Yeah.
His nervous system no longer functions, yet his life essence remains in his body.
Life essence? You talking about his soul?
In a manner of speaking, yes. His life essence cannot leave his body without my help.
Oh, I see.
I am dead. However, Mr. Pluckett will have to wait for his journey to the beyond. I am on vacation.
Wait a minute. You mean you're just gonna leave the poor feller like he is now with his brain hanging out and all that?
Yes. He will feel no pain, I assure you.
Well, look at him, though. I mean, it ain't natural. What I'm saying is, if he's supposed to be dead...
I do not wish to discuss it, Mr. Corn. I am enjoying my break.
Hang on, Mr. Death. We're about to go over Miller's Bridge, and it's pretty rickety.
Hey, 69er. Cheap patches will smoke it, Nanner.
Well, I guess this is your first time riding in a pickup truck, huh, Mr. D?
Yes, Mr. Corn, it is.
I gotta haul this manure over to Skeeter Phillips's house. After that, this truck will smell a heck of a lot better.
I have no sense of smell.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're a lucky feller. I tell you, the smell of fresh cow flop can make even the stoutest man weak in the knees.
Break one now for the cow chip. You got your ears on out there?
Huh. Yeah, somebody call me on the CB.
Cow chip?
Yeah, I know. That's my handle. Well, kind of appropriate considering my job, don't you think? Yeah, you got the cow chip here. I copy you. Over.
Yeah, this is Skeeter, Elmer. You bringing that cow flop over to my house?
On my way, Skeeter. Why?
Well, I'm not gonna be there. Just dump the manure in my backyard. Pay you next time I see you. Gotta take my mother over to the doctor.
Oh. Heck, I hope Miss Phillips ain't ailing.
Well, she's up and going about now, but yesterday she complained of chest pains. Checked her pulse. I couldn't get one. Took her temperature. It's about 75 degrees.
Huh? 75 degrees, you say? Well, I guess you better take her to the doctor just to play it safe, Skeeter. I'll dump the manure in your backyard like you said.
Thank you, Elmer. I'll pay you later. Over and out.
Huh. Well, Mr. D, I guess Mrs. Phillips is in the same position that Lester Pluckett is in, ain't she?
Yes, Mr. Corn. She had a fatal heart attack.
Oh, that was a sweet lady, too. She's still walking around, though. I'll tell you something true, Mr. D. This whole thing's starting to sort of worry me a little bit.
What concerns you, Mr. Corn?
Well, it's this whole idea of dead people walking around like zombies. This sort of thing going on all over the world?
Yes, of course. But you needn't be concerned, Mr. Corn. They will not be in pain, and their bodies will not rot as long as their spirits remain in their bodies.
Well, still, this sort of thing's liable to cause a worldwide panic. Well, what I'm getting at, Mr. D, is that, well, maybe you should get back to work pretty soon.
No, Mr. Corn.
Huh?
I will never return to that position.
Whoa, what? Good gravy. You can't be serious. You're quitting altogether?
That is correct.
Well, you can't do it. A world without death? My mind boggles at the thought. I mean, the world would get overpopulated.
My decision is final, Mr. Corn.
But what about the spirits of the netherworld? You said they was coming after you. You said they'd find you sooner or later.
Then I will refuse to go with them, Mr. Corn.
Well,
they cannot make me go.
But
I am sick of death.
Well, now you're acting just like a child. You can't just quit just like that. You just can't do it. You are death.
I was death, Mr. Corn. Was. I am now Mr. Deatherow.
Huh? Mr. Deatherow?
Yes.
You can't live in the real world like a person, Mr. D. You're transparent.
There will be obstacles, of course, but I am prepared for them.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. That's Cecil Farris on the radio. He don't know to call me cow chip on the CB. Hello, Cecil. I read you. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm so glad I got you. There's a hostage situation at the convenience store on Titus Street. Some guy's trying to hold up the place, and dadgummit, Elmer, he's got Miss Maddox at gunpoint.
Miss Maddox at gunpoint? He's got Miss Maddox hostage? Where's that, Cecil?
It's at the Quick Pick, Elmer, and dadgummit, is there a swarm of police cars around there?
Dadgum. Did you hear that, Mr. D? Someone's got a gun to Miss Maddox's head at the Quick Pick. Heck, we gotta get out there. Oh, baby. I rushed over as soon as I heard the news, Sheriff McElroy.
Elmer Corn, what the hell you doing here? There's a police blockade set up.
I know, sir. I know. I broke it. I'm sorry, Sheriff, but Miss Maddox is like a mother to me, and I just had to see about it.
Well, that guy's in there with her right now. Got a gun to her head. Seems pretty high-strung. We can't risk going in there.
Hey, you cops make one wrong move and I'll blow this old broad's head off, you understand? I want to get out of here. I want to get in my car and drive to the county line, and I'm taking Grandma here with me, you understand?
Elmer, save me, Elmer!
Now, the police will be waiting for you at the county line, mister. You stand away from that lady and drop that gun. It ain't gonna do you no good. I've already reported this to the neighboring counties.
Hey, you hayseed cops think I'm stupid, huh? Now back up. I'm not making no deals. I'm in charge here. I'll open up a window to this chick's brain.
I think this feller's from out of state.
Yeah, I know. He was holding up the Quick Pick just as me and Deputy Huckabee was driving up for donuts.
Hey!
He sees us and panics, grabs Miss Maddox.
Hey, what you talking about, cop, huh?
We're just talking about maybe letting you go, mister. Roland,
Huh?
run and get my rifle.
All right, Sheriff. You gonna try to take him out?
Well, I got a pretty clear shot if I aim for his head.
Well, should you try that, Sheriff? Well, if he sees that rifle, he's liable to try to shoot Miss Maddox.
Oh, no. I've dealt with these nervous type. All talk and no action.
Here's your rifle, Sheriff.
All right. Here, hold my coffee and donut.
All right, sir.
Hey, what's with the shotgun? You're making a big mistake, cop.
All right, I got a bead on him. Back up, Elmer. I'm going to shoot him through the window.
Ooh! My head!
Yeehaw! Bingo, Sheriff. Caught him right between the eyes.
Caught him dead center.
Hey!
Hey, you fat pig, you shot me in the head.
It can't be possible. That man's still standing.
Oh, Lord of mercy, I forgot to tell you, Sheriff. You can't kill him. You can't.
Oh?
Somebody save me!
What the heck you talking about, Elmer? This is a dad blame 12 gauge.
I don't care if it's an elephant gun. You can't kill him. Hey, is this the best you cops can do, huh? You shoot me in the head, I don't feel nothing. Hey, I can run around, I can skip around. Hey, you cops shooting with pop pistols?
I'm gonna shoot him again.
It wouldn't do you no good, Sheriff. I ain't got time to explain it to you. I'm going in there.
Huh? Hey, you get back here, Elmer Bean. Get back here now.
You want your donut back, Sheriff?
That man has flipped his lid. Yeah, donut would taste good right about now.
Now, mister, you put down that gun. That lady you got with you there is an old friend of mine.
Oh, well, that's real touching. That's real touching. I think I'm gonna cry.
I said put down that gun. Hey, let go of my arm. Let go of my arm. Holy guacamole.
Elmer, you've been shot.
He just got me in the shoulder, Miss Maddox.
Oh, yeah? Well, I think I can do better than that.
No, mister, don't do it. You can't kill me. The sheriff shot you in the head with a 12 gauge and you didn't die. No one can die.
What the hell is this moron talking about?
Mr. Death, you gotta stop this. You see what kind of world it's gonna be if you don't go back to work?
Yes, Mr. Corn, I see.
Somebody clue me in here. Who's this guy in the sheet?
You know who I am, Mr. Raguso.
Huh? Hey, how did you know my name?
You are Bernard Shane Raguso.
Yeah.
And it is time to go.
Nah.
Come with me now. Do not fight it.
No, stay away from me, you freak in a sheet.
Rest. Rest, Mr. Raguso. It is time to rest.
Wait, what's happening?
Elmer, he just dropped like he was dead.
He is dead, Miss Maddox. He is.
Dadgummit, Elmer, I thought you was a goner. I guess that gunshot in the head finally caught up with him.
No, sir, Sheriff. Death caught up with him.
Who's that fella in the sheet? The sheet's still there, but the man's gone.
Well, that was Mr. D. He had important matters to tend to.
We gotta get you to the hospital, Elmer, right now.
All right, Miss Maddox, we can do that. I guess things are going to get back to normal now. Now that Mr. Death is back to work.
Now, and that was a close call, was it not? I mean, can you imagine a world without death? I'm a morgue attendant. I enjoy telling stories, but death pays the bills. Oh, yes, yes. Well, I'm afraid I must leave you now. I have to set out poison for the rats in Corridor 3. I so enjoy that. But please, do return for another story, will you? Until then, pleasant dreams.
You have just heard Chet Chetter's Tales from the Morgue. Today's installment, Elmer Meets Death. The names and characters portrayed in this production are fictitious. Any similarity with actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. A production by M&J Audio Theater.
For correspondence, send to M&J Audio Theater, 923 East Main, Mexia, Texas. Mexia is spelled M-E-X-I-A. Our zip is 76667.
And now M&J Audio Theater presents Chet Chetter's Tales from the Morgue.
Come right in, stranger. Do have a seat, won't you? There. You seem a bit hot. Let me fetch you a glass of lemonade. There you are. It is refreshing, isn't it? Yes. Well, allow me to introduce myself. I am Chet Chetter. I am the morgue attendant here, and it gets a bit lonely. That is why whenever I receive visitors, I enjoy telling them stories. I would love to tell you one, if you have the time. Oh, well, good. Well, now let's see. I think today I would tell you about a man named Elmer Corn. I have many stories about this man. By trade, Mr. Corn is a manure hauler from Biloxi. However, he seems to have a knack for getting himself into some unusual situations. Well, my story begins one summer morning on a Tuesday, I believe. It was 5:30 a.m., and Mr. Corn was beginning his day.
Dadgum, 5:30 already? I tell you, this fast-paced life I lead. Well, goodbye blissful slumber, hello Tuesday morning. All right, Elmer. That's enough procrastinating. It's time to get out of bed and begin our day. Let's see what we got on the calendar here. Let's see what I'm going to have to do today. Let's see. Tuesday. Oh! Got to deliver 60 pounds of manure to Duluth, Montana. Well, all right. I hadn't been to Duluth in quite a while. Well, let's see. I guess I'll go outside and see if the boys delivered the paper yet. Oh, boy, what a beautiful morning. Hello, world. Well, let's see here. The boy usually throws the paper by the fence. Yeah, it's still a little too dark to see. Boy, I got a bad case of sewer breath. I gotta remind myself to brush my teeth when I get back inside. Oh, there's paper right over there. Yes, sirree, Bob, right by the fence, just like every day. Well, now, let's see what the good news is. Yeah. Biloxi, baffled and bewildered. The population of Biloxi continues to dwindle, say police, who have been investigating the disappearances of 3 citizens since yesterday morning. Police Chief Lester Corn says he is unable to link the disappearances with the dozens of UFO sightings that have been reported over the past 24 hours. Oh, come on now. Dang it. It's a sad state of affairs when the Biloxi Gazette resorts to this sort of sensationalism, like the National Enquirer. Well, I can't read no more of this garbage on an empty stomach. I got just enough time to go inside and fix me a bologna sandwich. Oh, my good Lord, they done dropped the bacon. No. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still standing. Oh, thank you, Lord. I think maybe it was a meteor. It fell right over here. No, wait a minute. That ain't no meteor. That there's a real live flying saucer.
Yes, you heard correctly. A flying saucer. Mr. Corn, being the inquisitive man that he is, picked up a stick and poked the side of the vessel several times. Suddenly, a hatch opened, causing Mr. Corn to recoil in fear. He peered into the saucer, expecting something or someone to exit, but nothing did.
Hello?
The suspense was more than even Mr. Corn could withstand. Reluctantly, he entered the saucer.
Hello? And gum. Boy, there's lights and all kinds of stuff going on in this thing. Shoot far. Hey, there's a little blue fella right over there by that. Uh-oh. Oh, he's in bad shape.
Whoa! Clear to Ardeck 4. Clear to Ardeck 4. All scout ships are ordered to return to the planet Tantanium at once. Repeat,
screen.
return at once. Confirm transmission.
Oh, boy, you scared the bejeebus out of me. What was that, sir? I didn't quite understand you the first time.
Earth creature, state your intrusion on the Tantanium scout ship. What is your identity code?
Identity code? Oh, you mean my name? It's Elmer Corn, sir. Biloxi Manure Hauler. I guess you're calling this little blue feller here. I'm afraid to tell you I don't think he's going to be coming home anytime soon. He got the top of his head cut right off. He just fell on this piece of jagged metal here. If it's any consolation, though, I don't think he suffered any.
Distressful as this. Many times have I told him that Earth's satellite transmissions can drain power cells. Perhaps he navigated too close to our power source.
Oh, well, I guess that's possible. Biloxi TV's just up the road here. I think he ran into a telephone pole, though.
Earthling, what is the condition of the vessel?
What's that? Oh, you mean the ship? Well, it's got a big old dent outside, and I'd say that's about all that's wrong with it. Your machinery and everything's working inside, and like I said, your friend here met a pretty bitter end, but other than that, I guess everything's all right. Say, you ever heard of seat belts? That might have saved your friend.
Ardeck can be saved, Earthling.
Oh, yeah?
You must navigate the vessel to the planet Tantanium at once.
Oh, no, I don't, sir.
You must engage power cells and navigate the ship at once. What? Time is limited. We must examine Ardeck's body immediately.
Now, sir, everybody's got to go sometime. Now, I'm awful sorry that your friend here has passed on, but I can't do nothing for you. And I got places to go. Besides, you can't do nothing for this feller. The top of his head's cut off.
Perhaps on your intellectually backward planet, a dismembered cranium is fatal. However, on our planet, our medical technology far exceeds the knowledge of even your finest surgeons. However, as we speak, Ardeck's tissues deteriorate, and time is running out. So, will you navigate the ship, human?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'll navigate the ship. I just can't say no to someone who's in need, and if you think you can save him, I'll bring the ship to your planet. You'll just have to tell me how to work it. But there's a feller in Duluth, Montana who ain't gonna be too happy when his load of cow flop don't show up.
The alien on the ship's telescreen instructed Elmer how to navigate the saucer. He traveled billions of light years and passed through 1,000,000 galaxies in a matter of seconds. According to Elmer's watch, the entire trip to the planet Tantanium took 30 minutes.
Attention, human. Engage landing gear. Engage landing gear.
What's that?
Engage landing gear now, human.
Okay.
Careful.
All right.
Careful, human.
Whoa.
Careful.
Whoa, Bessie, whoa. Yee-hoo! I landed that sucker.
Very good, human.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Very
sirree.
You will be greeted at the main gate. You may now exit the vessel.
That door opened up by itself. I guess I'm supposed to walk down this slanted walkway here. Oh, look at those little blue fellers down there. They must be my welcoming committee. Howdy, fellers.
Greetings.
Say, did you see me land that spaceship? I'd land there just like old Buck Rogers, and I'd never been behind the wheel of one in my life.
Affirmative. It was most impressive, human. We extend our gratitude to you for returning the body of Ardak to us. Premet, Zybon, take the body of Ardak to the refrigeration chambers. He is still sufficiently fresh.
Well, you ain't gonna chill him, are you? I thought you was gonna operate on him.
In due time, human. We hope you find your stay on the planet Tantanium a pleasant one.
No, sir. No, sir. I'm afraid I can't stay another second. I gotta rush home and get that load of cow dung on the road. But I do appreciate the offer, though.
Pre-Met, Zybon, seize him.
Hey!
Come with us. Take the human to the holding chambers.
Hey, let me go!
Come with us. Come with us. Come with us, human.
Hey, where'd you
this
take...
way.
Hey!
He is a very fine specimen.
Specimen?
Indeed.
Hey, what do you mean, specimen? Hey, where you taking me? Hey, I don't want it. Hey! Hey,
Yes, he is a very fine specimen indeed. Farewell, Earthling.
Well, now, I suppose you're wondering what the aliens plan to do with our hero. Well, you can only imagine Elmer's confusion as he was escorted by force to a large metal cage.
This way, human. This way. This
now,
way.
take it easy now.
Silence.
Hey, now let me go.
Silence,
Hey, you're too rough with me now. What you gonna do?
Get into the holding cell.
Hey, gummit!
Now silence.
This is an awful way to show gratitude. That's all I got to say. I traveled millions of miles to bring that body to your planet, and you just threw me in a cage. Well, dang you. Dang you all to heck.
Elmer, is that you?
What? Cecil Farris?
Yeah, it's Cecil Farris.
Well, I've been dadgum. Well, what are you doing here, Cecil?
Well, I got abducted by one of them there UFOs, and here I am with everybody else.
Well, heck, I recognize all of y'all. There's Miss Maddox over there.
Hello,
Howdy,
son.
Miss Maddox.
Hello, son.
There's Mr. Craig.
Yeah,
Howdy, Elmer.
Well, what are you all doing here?
Well, Elmer, them there aliens threw us in this cage, and we're sitting here to wait.
That's right. I read about 3 people disappearing this morning in the Biloxi Gazette. I thought it was a load of crock, but I guess it's true.
It's true there, Elmer.
It's true, Elmer.
Well, hell, at least you guys were abducted. I'm here 'cause I drove here. I thought I was helping these aliens out, but I guess I'm the big fool.
Yeah.
What do you figure they're planning to do with us?
Elmer, I kinda hesitate to tell you.
Attention, humans. It is time to take another subject.
Oh, my God.
You,
No.
come with us.
No, not me.
It is time.
No. No.
Come now.
No, you let me go.
Come now,
You
human.
let me go. No.
Come with us, human.
No.
Come with us.
No.
Do not struggle.
I don't want to go.
Do not struggle, human.
Elmer, save me.
Go with dignity.
This is madness.
Go with dignity.
Cecil. Dadgum. Oh, he really kicked up the
He
dust.
sure did, Elmer.
Say, what are they going to do to him? Are they going to torture him?
No.
They going to run experiments on him?
No, sonny, no.
Elmer, no.
Well, they ain't going to eat him, are they?
Bingo,
Elmer, I
Elmer,
think
you
you
got
got
it.
Dadgum.
Yeah.
Well, boy, this kindly puts a damper on things.
Yeah, I've been kind of depressed here lately.
Now, Miss Maddox, you hush up that bawling. The worst thing you can do at a moment like this is to panic. Now, you just hush up all that bawling. Oh, Elmer's here, and he's going to do something about this mess.
I certainly
At least I think I am.
hope so,
Well,
Elmer.
when that alien gets back here, you let me do all the talking, all right?
Okay,
All right,
sonny,
Elmer.
okay.
Now, between then and now, why don't we sing us a little song?
Oh, no.
Help cheer us up. You all know this one. Sing along with Elmer.
Okay, Elmer,
If
okay.
you're happy and you know it,
All
say
right.
I am.
I am.
If you're happy and you know it, say I am.
I am.
If you're happy and you know it, then your life will
life
truly
will
show
truly
it. If
show
you're
it.
happy and you know it,
Happy
say
and
I am.
Mr. Corn tried the best he could to raise the spirits of his fellow prisoners. However, knowing you're about to become the main course on an alien's menu tends to put one in a dampened disposition.
And the fella behind the bar said, "That ain't no dog, mister. That there's my wife."
Elmer.
That's my wife, is what he said.
Elmer, that was the worst joke I have ever heard in my life.
Yeah, now come on, Cecil. It's the situation we're in. Now, if we was anywhere besides in this old cage, I swear you'd be laughing till your ribs crack.
I don't know about that.
You too, Mrs. Maddox.
I don't think so, Elmer. I don't think so.
Now, wait a minute. Now, listen to what you remember what I said. Let me do the talking.
Attention, humans. It is time to take another subject. We will take the elderly female human.
Oh, no.
Come with us now.
Now, wait a
Please,
minute.
don't take me. Save me, Elmer. Save me, Elmer.
Yes, Miss Maddox. Listen, sir, if you don't mind, I'd rather go in her place.
Affirmative.
I just can't stand all this waiting. It's just eating my guts out. I'd rather just get it over with and be done with it.
Affirmative. One human is just as sufficient as another. Come with us.
Well, thanks kindly, sir. Much obliged. Well, that's okay. You don't have to drag me. I'll go on my own accord.
Silence.
You sure got a nice place here. Beautiful place.
Silence.
We gonna go in that room right there?
Affirmative.
Well, all right. I'm ready to be eaten.
Silence. Clebat, here is the next subject. Ah, I see you have brought our latest visitor to me. Greetings, Earthling.
Yeah, aloha. Hey, listen, feller, just what is the deal around here? What are you fellers up to? Are we your idea of fancy takeout or something?
Ow! Silence! There is no need to strike the human. His sarcasm is understandable. Human, I suppose you wonder why we consume Earth creatures.
Well, yes, sir, I gotta admit I am a bit curious.
Yes. Human, for billions of eons, we have sustained our race on mineral deposits mined from our planet's core. However, recently our food supply has been completely exhausted. No alternative food source has been discovered. Tantaniites die by the thousands. We consume their corpses for nutritional value, but that is insufficient. Earth is the only life-sustaining planet we have discovered. Humans are plentiful, and they are nutritionally high in value. We regret that you must die so that we may live.
Well, I tell you, I'm not doing a big backflip with joy about it myself.
Liban, Cremat, sustain the human. Earth creature. Liban will now use a Centratron unit to inject a paralyzing electronic charge into your body.
What?
Your body will then be dismembered and sectioned into nutrition pellets.
Oh, no.
We assure you, you will feel no pain.
Well, I wish I could say the same for you. Give me that Centratron unit.
Return the Centratron unit. Return the Centratron unit to me. Return it. Return it immediately.
That's a big neck of toy, Blue Man, but I am going to give you a dose of it.
Negative.
That ought to hold you two for a while. And as for you, Doc, you better open up that door. I'm going to zap you too.
This is foolish, human. You cannot possibly escape.
I wouldn't count on it. I'm pretty dadgum agile. Now open the door.
Very well.
Elmer raced down the halls of the Tantanium Embassy. Armed guards fired laser shots at him in all sides, but they could not keep up with him. Soon Mr. Corn was at the holding cell that contained his friends.
Elmer, come save us now! Elmer, over here!
Hey, is everybody all right?
I'm doing all right.
Well, look, we're going to have to get the hell out of here. Them guards going to be catching up with me any second now. You ready to run like your butt's on fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is control panel here that operates the door. Let's just hope I get it. Well, look at there. I got it first off. Come on, everybody. Run. Come on, run like hell. We got to go. I know where the ships are at. I know where the saucers are kept. Come on, everybody.
The prisoners followed Elmer, feeling confident that he would lead them to safety. He herded them into one of the saucers, and then, to ensure they would not be followed, he smashed the controls of the remaining ships. By the time the aliens caught up with them, it was too late.
All right,
Elmer was zooming at warp speed towards Earth and safety. Well, on the road again, we're on the road again. Say, how's everybody doing?
I'm doing just fine, Elmer. I sure can't wait to get back to Biloxi.
Well, it won't be too long. I'll bet we're just about 10 minutes from Earth. What's wrong, Miss Maddox?
I feel like I'm going to vomit, Elmer. Save me,
Oh.
Elmer.
Well, it's that warp sickness, Miss Maddox. Just put your head between your legs, honey. That's what does it.
Yes, sir.
Traveling at
Elmer,
the speed of light will do it every time.
Yes, sir, I know I felt... Uh-oh. Now, there goes that telescreen.
Attention, human.
Uh-huh.
We implore you, return the subjects to our planet at once.
You guys must be touching the head or something. Listen, where I come from, fellers don't eat other fellers. It just ain't done. It's immoral and illegal, if I'm not mistaken. No, you're just going to be disappointed. I'm taking these people right home, and they're going to be safe and sound. Sorry.
Affirmative. Human, you are wise to take the subjects with you. We allowed our food supply to diminish. The fault is our own. Soon we will die. Soon our planet will be a barren orb floating in space. We are sorry, human. We are so sorry.
Now, I ain't going to sit here and listen to that sort of foolish talk. You sound gloomier than a hog without mud. There's an answer to everything. If you people can just stand without eating for one more day, I'll come back with a solution to your problem. I promise.
Elmer, what are you gonna do?
Now you just hold your horses, Cecil. You'll see. After returning to Earth, Mr. Corn gathered the materials needed to solve the aliens' dilemma. Soon he was back on the planet Tontinium, and he was not alone. Well, here you are.
Human, I do not wish to sound lacking in appreciation, but
Uh-huh.
what are these strange creatures?
Oh, well, over there's a cow, you see. He's your beef. And over there next to it is a bull. And you got your chickens for eggs, and you got your hogs for your bacon products, and your ham and all that. The point is, all this stuff is good to eat. You know how to fix it, right?
Remarkable. Premax. Affirmative. What is the nutritional analysis of the horned creature? It is sufficiently high in protein, iron, and essential vitamins.
That's right, and it's good for you, too. You pull them things underneath that cow, and you'll get milk, and that's real good. That gives you your calcium. And if you put that there horned creature, as you call it, with that cow, it'll make more cows than horned creatures.
Reproduction, a primitive Earth concept. We use a genetic duplicator.
Well, I guess that'd work, too, but I think always a heck of a lot more fun. Anyway, all this stuff is real good for you. I also brought you some vegetables, and I brought you some recipes to help you fix all this stuff up.
Remarkable. We can reproduce all of these food products with the duplicon. Human, you have saved our planet from inevitable doom. We extend our sincere gratitude, and we humbly apologize for the human that we have consumed. We have violated natural laws.
Oh, well, that's okay. That was the town drunk that you ate, and I don't think we're going to be missing him too much down there on Earth. As far as thinking me, sir, you don't have to bother. My mama, sweet old woman, said as long as I got food, ain't nobody in need gonna go hungry, and I've kind of followed that path. I'm just glad that you people gonna be all right.
I have one question, human.
Okay.
Does not the consumption of the creatures violate natural laws? Why did you strike me upon the cranium? Silence, foolish one. The human is saving our lives.
I tell you, fellas, I sure would like to stay around and chew the fat with y'all, but I just can't stay another second. I'm already 2 days late on that Duluth, Montana manure haul. But I tell you what, I want you guys to not be such a stranger. Y'all stop by on Earth every now and then and visit me, you hear?
Affirmative. You are a friend to us also, human, and a savior. And please, feel free to take one of our transport vehicles with our gratitude.
Well, thank you kindly, sir. I appreciate that. I'll do that. I'll see y'all people later. Bye-bye. Yeah, it's time to hit the old warp drive here. If you're happy and you know it, say I am. I am. If you're happy and you know it, say I am. I am. Here we go. Mr. Corn once again sped towards Mother Earth, singing a happy tune. His soul was filled with heartfelt pride, for an entire planet considered him the savior. There now. That was a painless story, wasn't it? Yes. I must admit, all this talk of food has made me hungry. I suppose if I had the appetite of one of those aliens, I would have a regular smorgasbord here in the morgue. Oh, forgive me. That was disgusting. Oh, please don't leave. I hope I haven't offended you. I was merely joking. Well, if you must go, you will return, won't you? It gets so lonely here in the morgue, and I have many stories to tell. Until then, pleasant dreams.
You have just heard Chet Chetter's Tales from the Morgue. Today's installment, Elmer versus the Invaders. The names and characters portrayed in this production are fictitious. Any similarities to actual persons, including aliens, is purely coincidental.
A production by M&J Audio Theater.
For correspondence, send to M&J Audio Theater, 923 East Main, Mejia, Texas. Mejia is spelled M-E-X-I-A. The zip is 766.
M&J Audio Theater presents Chet Chetter's Tales from the Morgue.
Come right in. Do have a seat, won't you? There. You are comfortable, I trust? Well, good. I am Chet Chetter, the morgue attendant here. I'm so glad you dropped in. I have quite a story to tell you today. It is about a man from Biloxi named Elmer Corn. Yes, I have quite a few stories about this man. Now, let's see. It was late February on a Tuesday, and Mr. Corn was enjoying a week's vacation from his work of manure hauling. If I remember correctly, it was around 11:30 a.m., and Mr. Corn was sleeping in late, a rare privilege for a man who usually awakens at 5:30.
Dadgummit. Okay, I'm awake. Okay, keep your britches on. I'm coming. Hello? Oh, howdy, Miss Maddox. How's your lower back? Oh, what's wrong? You out of toilet paper again? Oh, wow. Rats the size of small cats, you see. Well, now, Miss Maddox, you ain't been fooling around in them mushrooms in your backyard, have you? Oh, okay. Now you just settle down. Okay, I'll be right over, Miss Maddox. Miss Maddox? Miss Maddox? Dadgum. I better hurry. Come on, Bessie. Let's start now. Come on now. Get going, you ornery devil. Come on. I'm here, Miss Maddox. Miss Maddox, you okay?
Look at him, Elmer. Look at him.
Angel of mercy.
Oh, they're all over the place. They're eating the furniture, Elmer.
Yeah.
Save me. Save me,
Good
Elmer.
Lord,
Save me.
I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Miss Maddox.
Don't be sorry. Just save
30
me,
or
Elmer.
40 of them things.
Oh.
Big, too.
Oh.
My God, look at that one right there. That's the size of a chihuahua or something.
Oh, Elmer.
Good Lord.
When I was talking to you over the phone, they just ate the legs out from underneath the chair. They just ate it all, and I'm standing on this table now.
Huh.
Oh, Elmer.
Boy,
They ate
never
it.
heard of a rat doing something like that. Well, you just stay up on that countertop, Miss Maddox. They can't get to you there. I'll make sure of it.
Okay, Elmer. Okay.
Boy, look at him.
Oh.
Got warts or boils all over him.
Oh.
Look at the claws on him.
Claws,
like
Elmer.
a mole.
The claws in my furniture.
Say, listen, Miss Maddox.
Yeah.
Did you try sick and fluffy on him?
No, I didn't try that.
Yes,
He's in the other room. In the other room,
okay.
Elmer.
All
Go
right.
get him. Call him or something, Elmer.
Here, Fluffy.
Oh.
Here, Fluffy, old boy.
Right. Fluffy.
Come here, Fluffy.
Fluffy, sick the rats. Sick the rats,
Wait.
Fluffy. Sick them.
I think he sees the rats, Miss Maddox.
Oh, good.
Attaboy, Fluffy. You get them rats. There you go. There you go. Hey! Attaboy, Fluffy. Tear them rats from limb to limb. Yeah. Wait a minute. Whoa! Jiminy. Them rats pitched that cat through a window.
Elmer.
Oh, I'm awful sorry, Miss Maddox. Fluffy was a cute little kitty, too.
That was my
It's a pity to go that way.
That was my
I'm going to get even for that, though. You just watch me.
Oh, good,
You
Elmer.
got a hunk of cheese in the icebox?
Yeah, Elmer. Help yourself.
Well, good. I got a can full of gasoline in the back of my truck. Okay. All right. Come on now. Y'all want this hunk of cheese? Well, y'all gonna have to come outside to get it. You disease-carrying little dirt bag.
You said it, Elmer.
All right. Here you go. Chow down.
Wow.
I'll tell you something, Miss Maddox. Them there are some versatile rats that can throw a cat through a window.
They sure
Let's
are.
just see how versatile they are when the heat's poured on them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just douse them with this gasoline.
Gasoline.
Okay, Miss Maddox, stand back now.
Yes, sir,
I'm
Elmer.
fixing
Yes,
to torch this vermin. This here's for Fluffy. Yeah. Cook, you ugly little devil.
Wonderful, Elmer. Wonderful.
I barbecued them, Miss Maddox. They won't be bugging you no more.
That's terrific, Elmer. No more rats.
Well, I was
thank
glad to do it. I'm just sorry about Fluffy.
Oh, darn it. Don't mention it. Goodness.
Well, I tell you what, Miss Maddox, we'll have a memorial service late this evening, okay?
Oh, Elmer, that'd be great. Just dandy.
Dad, no!
Oh,
Whoa!
oh. What was
Cecil
that?
Farris. His house down the road, it just blowed up.
It sure did, Elmer.
I'll see you in a little while, Miss Maddox. I gotta go check this out.
All right, Sonny.
Things are certainly happening quickly, aren't they? One thing's for sure, this is certainly no boring vacation for Mr. Corn.
Cecil! Cecil, what in the world happened? You okay?
Yeah, Elmer, my house just blew up.
I know. I saw it from Miss Maddox's house. Good Lord, what in the world happened, Cecil?
I don't know. I was just out repairing my motorcycle.
Pardon me, fellas.
And all of a sudden, boom!
Good Lord,
Pardon
it was
me.
an explosion like I'd never seen.
Pardon me, I'm Lester Taylor. I'm the fire chief.
Howdy.
I've just been inspecting underneath your house here, and I
Yeah.
found this severed gas line. I had us look at that baby.
Whoa.
Whoa. Looks like it's been chewed in too.
Sure
Yeah.
does.
But then again, that's pretty impossible.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Farris, we're going to salvage what we can.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Gosh.
Bye-bye.
That's a tough break, Cecil. I'm really sorry. I don't know how to tell you.
Well, I need to call my insurance man, Elmer. Will you take me to your house?
Oh, sure thing, Cecil, sure thing.
All
Besides,
right.
It's a terrible thing to witness, your house burning down and everything, and we can just get you away from all this. Come on over.
Thank you, Elmer.
All right. Hey, I've got the time. We'll go honky-tonkin'.
Whoa! Made it, Elmer.
Well, here we are, Cecil.
Yeah?
You're welcome to stay here as long as you need to. I'm gonna go in the front yard and get the paper, all right? Just hold on a second.
I'll be using your phone, Elmer.
Okay. Now, let's see here. Oh, that paper's way out there. Boy, that paper boy's got a pitching arm. Okay. Well, I wonder if there's going to be any good news to read today. See what those alley-oops are. What the... Hey! That gumbut, the ground's shaking it. What the hell? Hey! The ground's swallowing me up! Ah! Good Lord! Cecil! Help me up! God! I'm slipping! I'm slipping in the earth! Good Lord! I'm falling! Ah! Dead gum! What'd I fall into? Looks like a tunnel. I mean, the ground just opened up from under my feet, and I just... say so!
Yeah.
Say so, come here!
What are you doing in that hole, Elmer? Huh?
Oh, not much, just contemplating the universe.
How'd you get down there, Elmer?
I don't know, the ground just opened up and I fell into this thing. Reach in the back of my truck and get a rope, okay? In my toolbox.
I'll get it.
Throw it down here.
All right.
Sounds like this tunnel goes far. Can't see much, the light don't reach very far. Uh-oh. Oh, my good Lord. Rats. Sounds like thousands of them. Cecil!
Yeah, what?
Hurry up with that rope!
I'm getting it. Hold your horses, Elmer.
There's rats coming after me, Cecil!
All right.
Thousands!
Elmer, say, look.
Hurry up!
Here it comes, Elmer.
Okay.
Here it goes.
All right, I got it. All right, I'm tying it around my waist. Oh, my God. All right, hurry, Cecil. Pull me up.
Too heavy, Elmer. I can't pull you.
What do you mean you can't, Cecil?
I'm too weak. I'm just not strong.
Why, you malnourished idiot. Put some muscle into it. Oh, get off my leg, you filth. Get off. They're eating me alive, Cecil. Tie to the back of my trailer here, you fool. Pull me out of this thing with the truck. Hurry.
I'll do it, Elmer. Hold your horses.
Get off. Hey, it's working. It's working, Cecil. That's it, boy. Put the gas on it. It's working. Oh, boy.
Elmer!
Hey.
Elmer!
Hey, thank you, Cecil. You saved my life, boy.
Yeah?
There was a sea of rats down there.
Wow.
Just a sea of them.
Uh-huh.
Big uns, too. Big as dogs, I swear.
Yeah.
I'm real sorry about calling you a malnourished idiot and all that. I thought I was about to become rodent fodder. You understand?
Well, listen, Elmer, we're pals, all right?
Well, thank you.
We're just friends.
Look, I'm gonna go inside and call Bernie Edwards. He runs a gasoline truck. Maybe he can help us out.
Well, Elmer, what are you gonna do?
Just never you mind, Cecil. I know what I'm doing. Watch that hole there and make sure none of them gigantic rats crawl out.
Okay.
Elmer raced to the phone and explained the rat problem to his friend. Soon a convoy of 10 tanker trucks arrived and began pumping great amounts of gasoline into the rat-filled tunnels.
Well, how's it going, Bernie? You fellas almost finished?
We're on the last tank now, Elmer.
Good.
Say, Elmer,
what?
You know it took a lot of tanks to fill up them there tunnels.
Yeah?
They must be all under Biloxi.
They are. One of them goes under Miss Maddox's house, and one went under Cecil Farris's house. One of them chewed one of his gas lines in, too.
Well, but dadgum. Say, Elmer, how are we going to pay for all this?
This ain't no time to talk about financial difficulties there, Bernie. We'll pay for that gasoline somehow, even if we have to take up a collection, I promise you. But right now, I think it's time to torch them rats. All right, fellas. I think that's enough gasoline. Let's put the fire to them.
The men used torches to ignite the river of gasoline flowing throughout the tunnel. Instantly, the sound of screeching rats filled the air. The stench of burning flesh was everywhere. The fire burned for 10 hours before it gradually died down.
Y'all did a real good job, fellas.
Thank you, Elmer.
I think we pickers eat most of them ugly critters.
Yeah.
I think them rats were out for flesh, so I bet you saved a lot of lives.
Well, glad to do it, Elmer.
Sure.
Glad to do it.
Well, y'all did an excellent job. When the fire cools down, we'll go down in them tunnels and kill what's left of guns. What do you say?
Okay, we'll do it.
Elmer,
All right.
Elmer, there's a Cadillac pulling up in your driveway.
Oh, that's a shiny thing, ain't it? Huh.
Elmer. Yeah, that's a brand new Cadillac.
Well,
Dadgum, it's one of them big city folk.
Well, don't act like you never seen one before, Cecil. Straighten up. Don't act like a hick.
He's got a tie and everything. Shh.
All right. I'll do the talking.
All right.
Excuse me. My name is Dr. Van Zimmer. I'm from Plimco Laboratories.
Well, pleased to meet you, Mr. Van Zimmer. I'm Elmer Corn. This here's my friend Cecil Farris.
Howdy.
Sorry we smell like gasoline. We hadn't had time to wash up yet.
Oh, it's quite all right. We understand that you've been having a rat problem here.
Well, we did, sir. That was an understatement. We was knee-deep in the ugly things. But I think we got them under control.
Oh, good. That is excellent. You see, Mr. Corn, unfortunately, Plimco is responsible for the rodents.
Oh, yeah? Well, how?
We at Plimco test the effects of various chemicals on laboratory rats.
Oh.
For instance, cosmetics, bathroom cleansers, etc.
Yeah.
And then for a fee, we send the lab results to various corporations.
Well, what's that got to do with our rat problem?
You see, Plimco purchased a few acres of land here in Biloxi about 5 years ago.
Oh.
We've been using this land to bury dead laboratory rodents.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that was Bernie Edwards' place, wasn't it? He sold that place to pay off the loan he took out on his farm.
That is correct. We believe that over the years, a few rats were buried alive by mistake.
Oh.
We've studied the specimens, and we think the surviving rats mated with moles.
Mated with moles?
Yes, moles are rodent-like creatures that dig under the ground.
Yes, sir. I know what moles are. I ain't as stupid as I look. But, you're trying to tell me them things were mole rats?
It's worse than that, I am afraid. The chemicals we used on them have mutated their growth glands. So what you have here are basically giant mutant mole rats.
Jiminy. Giant, you say?
Yes, that is correct.
Just how big do they get?
Well, that is hard to say. We have studied one specimen that weighs over 250 pounds.
Great gobs of mercy, he said. Well, listen, Mr. Van Zimmer, I think we killed off most of them.
Oh, and we are very, very grateful, Mr. Corn. You have saved Plimco from a lot of paperwork. Oh, and the lab will pay for all damages and expenses, too.
Oh, that's a relief, Mr. Van Zimmer. Say, did you hear that, Bernie?
Yeah.
The gasoline's paid for.
All right, Elmer.
And it looks like you're going to get a new house, Cecil.
Well, I'll be dadgum.
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Van Zimmer, it takes a big man to admit he's made a mistake.
And it takes a very big company to pay for the mistake, too. Good heavens.
Uh-oh.
What is
My
this?
goodness, not another trimmer.
Does this trimmer thing happen often?
Well, the last time this happened, Mr. Van Zimmer, I fell through a hole in the ground.
Elmer, look over there. Look.
What is it, Cecil?
Look at it, Elmer, look.
Huh? Holy moly, he exclaimed. Look at the size of that thing crawling out of the ground. That is a big rat. Big as a double-wide trailer.
Elmer, what are we gonna do?
I don't know, Cecil. I'm busy peeing on myself at the moment.
Oh.
Say, Cecil, run to the back of my house. There's a junk pile back there. Get me a piece of thin pipe about 1.5 inches in diameter. Hurry.
1.5 inches in diameter. Be right back.
Say, Bernie, you got any gasoline left in one of them trucks?
We got about half a tank left.
Oh, good.
Here you go, Elmer.
Thank you, Cecil, thank you.
What are you going to do, Mr. Corn?
Well, Mr. Van Zimmer, I figure if I can attach this piece of pipe to the end of this gas line, and I could jab it into the side of that rat, we could pump that sucker full of gasoline, like intravenously.
I see. Yes, I think I see what you mean.
Then a spark or something, we could blow that sucker up.
Oh,
I know this sounds crazy, but I'm playing this whole thing by ear, you understand?
Well, it sounds like a very good idea, Mr. Corn. But how are you going to pierce the side of the rat without it eating you first?
Well, it's kind of dangerous, Mr. Van Zimmer, but if someone could distract the rat, I could sneak up on it and shove this thing into the side of it.
Don't look at me, Elmer.
Well, somebody's got to distract it.
Mr. Corn, I am partially responsible for this. I would distract the rat.
Well, that's very admirable and brave, Mr. Van Zimmer, but you're going to have to be careful. You're going to have to keep a good distance away from that thing. Stick your tongue at it, scream at it, get it interested in you, and I'll run up on it as quick as I can and jab that thing into it.
All right. Well, you ready?
I'm ready if you are.
All right, let's go.
All right.
That rat, over here.
Yeah.
Over here, rat.
Good.
Hey.
Good, Mr. Van Zimmer, good. The rat sees you. Keep it up. Cecil, go into my bedroom closet. I've got some bottle rockets from last New Year's. Bring them here, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, Mr. Van Zimmer, keep distracting him. I'm fixing to shove this pipe into him.
Hey, look at me.
All right, you foul-smelling rodent. Take this. Yeah. I did it, Mr. Van Zimmer. I got the pipe into him. Run like hell. Get out of the way.
Wait a minute.
Look out, Mr. Van Zimmer. It's behind you. Oh, no. Let go of that man. Let go of him, you creature. Oh, no. It's eating him. Oh, the inhumanity of it. Let's don't waste no more time, fellers.
Bernie, start pumping gas into that thing. The fuel truck began pumping 250 gallons of gasoline into the mutant rat as it dined on the remains of Mr. Van Zimmer. When the truck was exhausted of its fuel, the pumps were shut down, and the bloated rodent began crawling sluggishly towards them. Mr. Corn carefully aimed a bottle rocket at the mouth of the creature and lit the fuse. All right, everybody stand back. This thing is fixing to launch.
Be sure it's aimed at the mouth, Elmer.
Good idea, Cecil. All right, everybody duck. This is liable to be a big bang. Hey, guns! Look out! It's gonna start raining guns!
Oh, no, Elmer!
Oh!
Oh,
rat innards!
Gross, Elmer.
Disgusting!
Gross.
Yeah, let's take cover, boys.
Oh.
Everybody in my house.
Okay.
Later, in the backyard of Miss Maddox's house, a touching memorial was taking place.
We're all gathered here today to pay our final respects to our dearly departed Fluffy the cat.
He was a fine cat, Elmer, just a fine
Yes,
one.
he certainly was, Miss Maddox. A dear kitty, fluffy, white, and cute as a bug. He'd come up against you and rub and go to sleep in your lap and purr. I'll always remember Fluffy, and I know if there's a heaven for cats, well, he's up there and he's chasing rats, and this time I'll bet he's winning. And I think while we're at it, we should also mention Dr. Van Zimmer, that fella from that laboratory that helped save Biloxi from a giant rat. He gave his life. I don't know. I didn't know either one of them very well, Fluffy or Dr. Van Zimmer, but I know one thing. I'm never going to forget them. Never.
That was real touching, Elmer. Real touching.
Oh, yes. That was touching, wasn't it? And now they're rid of their rat problem. If only I could say the same for this creepy place. The morgue is just filled with the little beasts. Fortunately, I've set traps. Oh, there goes one now. It looks like I'll have dessert tonight. Oh, that was a disgusting joke. I'm so sorry. Oh, please don't leave now. I didn't mean to offend you. Well, if you must go, do return, though, won't you? Until then, pleasant dreams.
You have just heard Chet Chetter's Tales from the Morgue. Today's installment, Elmer versus the Mutant Mole Rats. The names and characters portrayed in this production are fictitious. Any similarities to actual persons, that includes mutant mole rats, is purely coincidental.
A production by M&J Audio Theater.
For correspondence, send to M&J Audio Theater, 923 East Main, Mejia, Texas. Mejia spelled Mexia. The zip is 76667.